Hey folks, Ben from Snowy's here today at the Darche stand down at the 4-wheel drive show, where they've let us talk about some of their products they've got set up. Behind me here I've got the Darche Highview 1800 rooftop tent. This is a rooftop tent you can pack up with a bit of bedding inside. When it's packed up on top of your car, it measures about 1.8 long, 1.2 wide, and about 30 plus a little bit wide depending on how much bedding you've got inside there. So the tent itself is made from a 260 GSM poly cotton canvas with a ripstop weave in it. It's nice and waterproof. It's housed inside a 600 GSM PVC tonneau cover when it's packed up inside on the top of your car. And included with the package, you get these rails, there's 2 of these, and you get various mounting options that allow you to attach it to all sorts of roof racks. So that's all included with your package. Now there is a fly sheet that comes with the rooftop tent. So up on top there's a 210 denier polyester fly. That's just attached with side release buckles here. It's just thrown over the top and clipped into place. If we move across to where you get into the rooftop tent here, there's this alloy ladder that it stays attached to the underside or the top once it's folded up of the tent. This simply collapses up and folds up under here when you're not using it, or when you're packing it away. There's a strap there to stop it unfolding. And when you do want to access the tent, you unfold this, extend it out, and that just supports this end of the overhanging side of the tent. Now this underside of the Highview rooftop tent here, you can enclose with an annex. There are 2 different annexes available for the 1800, and it comes in either 2.1 or 1.6 high, depending on how high you've got your rooftop tent mounted, and that simply zips into place, but that's an optional accessory. I'm going to climb up inside the tent shortly, but before I do that, I just want to point out the frames at this end here. Now this frame that runs around here stays attached to the tent. On each end here, we've got some release clips. This collapses up and folds up inside the tent while it's packed away or while you're in transit. There is a pole in the middle here that stops this from sagging. This is actually completely removable. It just uses C-clips around the poles at the end here. So you attach that on after you've got everything else set up, extend it out, and it gives a little bit of extra support to the fly there, or to the top of your tent. I'm going to crawl inside and show you what it's like. So I'm sitting up inside the Highview 1800 rooftop tent here at the moment, and I've got plenty of space. It's a really roomy 2-person rooftop tent. 2.4 meters in length, 1.8 meters wide, and I've got about 1.2, a little more than 1.2 meters of height at the center here. What I'm sitting on is a 5-centimeter mattress with a removable cover, and on each side here there are 2 pockets on each side, so 4 pockets in total, canvas storage pockets, so you don't lose things. I walked through a door that you're standing in at the moment. That's got 2 doorways to it, a mesh panel and a solid panel. The same as this end here. This has a mesh panel, allows me to access completely outside, and then rolled up on the outside here, I've got a storm panel as well. Plenty of ventilation from the 2 ends there. As well as the sides, I've got an internally adjustable storm panel here, which I can zip up or open up without having to go outside the tent. And I can also unzip the mesh panel on the side here, which allows me to access this awning out here, so I can put these poles in place to hold this annex out here. This allows me to have a weatherproof window while I've got the mesh closed. No water comes in, breeze comes through, insects stay out. There's one extra feature in the 1800 rooftop tent, are these gas struts. Now these help folding up of the tent. You won't have to use as much muscle. They're going to do a bit of the work for you and just help you fold it closed when you're packing it away. If we move up to the top of the tent here, on each side we've got a small mesh vent, so even if you've got the tent completely sealed up, you've got a bit of ventilation through the top here. And most importantly, in the roof here, there's a skylight on each side. Now I've got this one unzipped, and I can actually access right outside the tent here. From here I can access a canvas storm flap that can be zipped over here, and then above that again I can pull the fly over the top. The same thing exists on the other side of the tent here. I've also got a canvas stormproof panel over the top, and what you can see here is the fly sheet over the top of this half of the tent. That's pretty much all the features of the Darche 1800 Highview rooftop tent. You can check these out on our website at snowys.com.au, where you'll find them at lowest prices every day. Thanks for watching, happy camping, see you next time.
I used to